monitors. There were 4 cameras, one on the lobby, one in the hallway, and 2 on the parking lot. On the lobby feed, I saw the chair had apparently tipped over in my rush. The counter looked empty. Then in the bottom corner of the frame, I saw movement. A head poked out from behind the desk. I couldn't make out details, just the outline and the glint of eyes staring straight into the camera. I backed away from the monitor. I couldn't look at it. I grabbed my phone and dialed 911 with shaking hands. I whispered to the dispatcher that someone had broken in and was hiding in the lobby. She told me to stay where I was and that officers were on the way. While I was on the phone, I watched the monitor. The person's head disappeared, and then I saw the person crawl out from behind the desk on hands and knees. He crawled to the door and then stood up. He was tall and wearing a hoodie with the hood pulled tight, and his posture was hunched over. Then he turned around and started walking around the lobby like he was looking for something, and then he turned and walked out of the camera frame toward the hallway that led to the back office. I pressed my back against the locked door. A moment later, the knob rattled. Just once, a very slow rattle, and then nothing. The dispatcher kept asking if I was safe, but I couldn't even answer for a few seconds because my throat felt like it was closing up. After what felt like forever, I heard slow footsteps moving away. I rushed back to the monitor. The man was pacing around the lobby again. At one point, he stood in front of the glass doors and just stared outside like he was waiting for someone. Then he walked over to the brochure rack and started flipping through the papers, as if he were sarcastically killing time. Minutes dragged by. Finally, I saw flashing blue and red lights through the parking lot cameras. The cops pulled up. 2 cars. The man must have seen it too, because he suddenly bolted out of frame. A second later, I heard the front doors open. When the officers cleared the building, they found a large rock near the front door that was presumably used to prop the front door open, but they didn't find him inside. He was gone. They searched the lot, checked the road, and the officer told me whoever it was must have slipped out as soon as they pulled up. I kept replaying it in my head after. The way that hand just came up from under the desk and pressed the bell, calm as anything. Now every time I hear that bell at night, I think of that night and experience. I don't think I'll ever look at that desk the same way again. I was 15 when it happened. It was a Friday night in late September, just starting to get cold where I lived. My parents went out to dinner with some family friends, and they said they would not be home until late. I had the house to myself. I invited over my neighbor and best friend Chris. He was the same age as me and lived across the street. We usually hung out in my basement and played games or watched movies, but that night we got bored. At some point, he brought up playing hide and seek. It sounded dumb at first, but we had done it before with a group, and it had been fun. The house was small, but it had a lot of places to hide, especially in the dark. We turned off most of the lights to make it scarier. The only light on was in the kitchen. The rules were simple. No going outside, no going into the attic or the crawl space. Basement, bedrooms, closets, and under furniture were all fair game. Chris wanted to hide first, so I covered my eyes in the living room and counted to 50. I could hear him running at first, and then silence. I finished counting and announced that I was coming. I started in the kitchen since it was right there, but there was nowhere good to hide. I checked behind the basement door, then down the hall. I looked in the bathroom. Empty. I opened the closet near the front door. Nothing. I went upstairs. The floor creaked under me, and every little sound made me tense. I checked my parents' bedroom first, looking under the bed and behind the dresser. Nobody. I went down the hall into my room. My parents' bedroom first. It was messy, but not enough for Chris to hide well. I still checked the closet and under the desk. Nothing. That left the guest room at the end of the hall. The door was cracked open. I pushed it slowly, expecting him to jump out and scare me, but the room was dark and quiet. I stepped inside and scanned around. I bent down to look under the bed. Nothing. I opened the closet door. Empty. At that point, I thought maybe he was in the basement, so I went back downstairs. I checked behind the laundry machines and in the storage space under the stairs. I was about to give up when I finally found him curled up behind some boxes. He laughed and asked how long it had taken me. I told him way too long. Then we switched. He counted and I hid. I went upstairs and slid under the guest bed, pulling the bed skirt down to cover me. My heart raced while I lay there in the dark. I heard him come upstairs a few minutes later, his footsteps slow and heavy on the floor. He opened the bathroom door first, then he stepped into my parents' room. After a while, the footsteps came down the hall toward where I was. I could hear him breathing as he walked into the guest room. He stopped near the bed. I held my breath. His shoes shuffled against the carpet. Then silence. A long silence. I thought he had figured it out and was about to yank up the bed skirt, but instead, he walked out. I lay there a few more minutes, waiting to hear him call that I had won, but the house stayed too quiet. Finally, I crawled out. I went downstairs expecting to find him on the couch, but he wasn't there. I called out that the game was over. A voice came from the basement saying he was down there. I thought he was messing with me. I walked to the basement door, opened it, and shouted down the stairs. He shouted back that he was still looking for me, and he asked where I was hiding. That made my stomach twist. I told him I was out now and standing in the kitchen. A second later, I heard him coming up the stairs. He stepped into the light and looked confused. He asked how I had gotten upstairs so fast. I told him I had been under the guest bed the whole time. He frowned and said he could have sworn he checked that room, and he heard someone moving inside. He said he thought he heard breathing. I told him I stayed perfectly still. We argued a little, but then we just shrugged it off. We played another round, but the whole time I felt uneasy. Every creak in the house made me jump. At one point while I was counting, I thought I heard something upstairs, like a soft thud, but when I searched, it was empty. I found Chris in the laundry room. We kept playing until we both got tired. Then we sat on the couch in the living room and turned the TV back on. That's when we both froze. From upstairs came a loud bump, like something heavy falling. Chris asked if it was my parents. I reminded him they were still gone. The hair on my arm stood up. We sat there waiting, but the house went silent again. Chris said maybe something slid off a shelf. I wanted to believe that, but then, while we sat listening, we both heard it clearly. A slow creak of floorboards, the sound of someone walking down the hall upstairs. We stared at each other, neither of us moving. Then I whispered that maybe we should check. Chris shook his head, saying no way, but if someone had broken in, we couldn't just sit there. I told him to stay behind me and grab the fireplace poker from beside the couch. We went to the stairs and started creeping up. The house was so quiet I could hear my own breathing. The steps groaned under our weight. When we reached the top, I pointed toward the guest room. The door was closed now. I knew for a fact I had left it cracked open. We stood there frozen. Then from behind the door came a sound, a slow dragging noise, like fabric sliding across the carpet. Chris whispered that we should leave. I wanted to, but curiosity and fear kept me in place. I raised the poker and reached for the knob. When I tell you my hands were shaking, I'm not just saying that to be dramatic for the story. I pushed the door open fast. The room was dark, but the shape of the bed and the dresser were visible. Nobody was there. The closet door stood half open. I moved closer as Chris stayed in the doorway. I yanked the closet door open. Inside was nothing but coats and boxes. We both let out shaky laughs, pretending it was all in our heads. But then, just as we turned to leave, we heard another sound. This time it wasn't upstairs. It was downstairs. The sound of the front door opening and closing. We froze again. Chris whispered that someone was in the house. I felt my stomach drop. We ran down the hall and crouched in my room with the lights off. I held the poker tight. We listened, and at first there was nothing. Then there were faint footsteps on the first floor. I wanted to call the police, but my phone was on the couch where we had been sitting. I whispered that maybe we could sneak out the window, but it was too small. The only way out was down the hall past the stairs. The footsteps moved closer. We heard the basement door open, then the steps went down one by one. We both exhaled in relief. Whoever it was had gone into the basement, so we took that time to run. We sprinted down the stairs through the kitchen and out the back door into the yard. We didn't stop until we reached Chris's house across the street. His parents were home, and when we told them what happened, they called the police. The officers searched my house from top to bottom. They found nothing. No signs of forced entry or anyone hiding in the basement. They told us it was probably just the house settling, or our imagination running wild while we played. But Chris and I both knew what we heard. We knew someone had been inside. For weeks after, I couldn't sleep well. Every creak made me think someone was in the hallway. That was the last time I played hide and seek ever. We're too old for it anyway. Chris and I never talked much about it again, but sometimes when we look at each other, I can tell we're both remembering that night. The night hide and seek turned into something else. Even now, years later, I still think about the sound of the closet door, the dragging noise in the carpet, and the footsteps on the first floor. We never found out who it was. The closet door. Maybe a burglar who realized we were still home. Maybe someone who slipped out when we ran. All I know is that playing hide and seek that night showed us just how scary it is to realize you aren't alone in your own house. I grew up in a neighborhood that backed right up against a stretch of woods. The houses lined one side of the street, and behind them was nothing but trees for miles. When I was younger, a group of us kids from the street used to play together almost every weekend. In the summer, we stayed out late into the night, sometimes until our parents yelled for us to
I'm kind of nervous for this game, dude. I don't really know what to expect. I remember when we watched the trailer for the first time, it was like a reveal trailer, I think. First time we ever saw it. It scared the hell out of me. And we finally have a demo for it. I don't know when it's fully dropping. It just says coming soon. It's one of those games where it just, hopefully it doesn't say coming soon for like multiple years. This one's called Hellmart. Supermarket Simulator meets horror. My goodness, chat. I feel like a fruit fly on top of a watermelon right now. Like, try your first 3 days working at a 24-hour convenience store in the far north. During the day, serve customers and hit your sales goals. At night, beware of strange visitors. Hide, escape, defend yourself. I mean, just look at, like, if this ain't our style of game, if this ain't right up our alley, I don't know what is, okay? So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, grab a snack, grab a drink, do what you gotta do to get ready for this, because we are going on this adventure together, you and I. Hellmart, gas station, it's gonna be great. Y'all know I'm ready. Hope you guys are ready. Vader, are you ready?
Yes, master.
Chat, this looks like you guys when you wake up. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Have you guys ever seen Smile 1? Where it's like layers of teeth. Let's go get the phone. Here we go. Who's calling? Congratulations, you've been hired as a proud employee of Hellmart. Glad you made it on time. So what do you think of our little nowhere? Oh, so I can choose responses. That's cool. Haven't really had a chance to look around yet. It's quiet. A little too quiet. See, that's like a realistic one. I'm going to say this. Don't worry. You've got a whole week to take it all in. Anyway, let's get down to business. First, you need to get inside the store. Did you guys hear that in the distance? The door next to you is locked from the inside, but the back door should be open. Got it. I'll head around the building then. All right, once you're in, find the pager on the register. That's how I'll send you the instructions. All right. The store might be a bit messy, so go ahead and start cleaning. You'll find everything you need inside. Once you're done, get some rest for your shift. The break room's on the other side of the store. Think you could find it? I think I'll manage. All right. All right. Goodbye. All right. Chat, what did I hear? That's what I'm hearing. What is that? That's some kind of bird, bro. Okay. That's how I express all my emotions. Just a bunch of groans. All right, remove. Why is this planked? Planked shut. Okay, dude. I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. The pager should be at the register. Let's go do it. Okay. What do we got? Hellmart rules, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, this is very important for us, so we don't get fired. Meet your daily sales quota. Should be easy. Be polite to customers. Of course, we're always polite. Lock the store before night. Right? I always lock every door that I leave. Right, guys? Never leave the store at night. I would never do that. Unless the game makes me, I have to like throw the garbage out or something. Don't let it in. Not really sure what it is. Before we start, I kind of want to look around first so we kind of know what we're dealing with. So we got the bakery, groceries, alcohol, and snacks. And then we get to stock the ice cream here. Chilled drink. What is that? Slurm juice? Stop. You're going to piss me off. That's good. See? This is why we look around. Because we find something like this that we'll need later, probably. More frozen ice cream. Household chemicals. Utilities. Damn, so we really got everything in here. Pets. So it's not just like some simple gas station, dude. Nope. Not a single word I've said yet. Dolben. Big Apple? A couple darts? Anybody want a dart? I won't judge. Just let me know. Okay. We got the checkout thing, quota. This is cool. Okay. Operate computer. So here's our pager.
Ooh.
Okay. What a fantastic start to my shift. Grab cleaning tools. Where would that be? Probably in the back, right? Chat, you know what I want you to do? Anytime my guy makes a noise, I need you guys to type it how you think it's spelled. Okay? In the chat. My cleaning supplies would maybe be in the shed. I don't like that. Kind of creepy. Maybe in here. No. Oh. There's a marker. I thought that was on my pager still. My bad. Oh, it was right next to... Okay. There you go, chat. There's your first test. Keeping store clean is a part of your duties. Each cleaned mess earns you a small personal bonus. Nice. We make bonuses. Don't let the store get too dirty. Filth drives customers away. Select a tool in your inventory. Sponge for windows and walls. Mop for floors. Okay. Sponge. Nice. That's actually really satisfying. Okay, we're making money. This is good. We haven't even opened yet, and we're making money. Beautiful. Sponge this. Okay, we like that. Let me see if there's an FOV setting here, chat. Field of view. Yep, turn that up. My goodness. That's better. Oh, we have another... Who is graffitiing the inside of the walls? Damn, this place is a mess. Okay, let's mop the floors. I love this. I could do this for hours. I really could. You know what this makes me want to do? This makes me want to yap and play the crime scene cleaner. Yep. Because y'all know I'm good at yapping. Dude, I'm not going to be able to read chat this game. Stop. All right, you guys can stop, dude. What is this? What is back here? Can I put... All right, there we go. Staff only. I could be seeing things. Something looked like it was at the window, though. You guys see that? I thought I saw some. Okay, this is pretty cool. I got my own room here. It's got a little bit of everything. Look at the kitchen. Nice. That looks good. Look at my wardrobe. Got a wide variety of tops. Go to bed with the lights on. Oh! Day one. Is that a phone? Shit. Did I oversleep? On day one, I overslept. Bro, look how bright it is outside. Beautiful snowstorm. Do you guys like snow? See, I got kind of like sick of snow when I was... Oh, I forgot it was outside. I gotta go out the back door, don't I? Wait. How am I supposed to get out? Whatever, we're leaving it. Hey, who on a phone? I don't know why he sounds like that. So did you get some sleep? Kinda. I'm ready to get to work. That's the spirit. All right, let's get to it. Remember the core rules of Hellmart. Okay, first during the day, sell enough products to meet your quota and keep the store clean. Second, at night, maintain order and don't let in any sketchy types without a damn good reason. So at night, maintain order. Okay. Got it. Sell by day. Keep things under control at night. Should be easy, right? And third, never leave the store at night. Ever. We know this. Okay. For now, head to storage and stock the shelves. A fresh delivery came in while you were resting. Huh. Haven't heard anyone drop anything off. Not surprising. You were out cold. How does he know that? Just know the new products arrive to storage every morning. Okay, first we heard a crow. Now we heard something. I don't know what the hell that was. Heard some kind of animal. Okay. Let's just go stock the shelves. That's our first objective, okay? Snowed in. At least they didn't jack the damn shovel. Oh my god. Of course. Oh, that's cool. Okay. When the hell did they drop this off? I slept like 2 hours. All right, new boxes with products arrive here daily to restock supermarket shelves. Each section can hold up to 4 product types, and daily stock is limited. So we got peanuts and chips. Take a box from storage and stock it on the shelves of the matching section. Simple enough. We've done this before. Okay. Let's take the chips over. All right, this one goes to the snack section. This is going to be fun. So far, we don't have anything to worry about, which is good. Stock shelf. Please be satisfying. Need to dump the box. Trash containers out back. Chat, rate that satisfaction of placing things on the shelf 1 through 10 right now. I'd probably give it a 5. You know, I would definitely prefer like a 1x1 where it does like a popping sound, like a right. That'd be really nice. right. Okay. Dumpster. Oh! What was that? Did someone slam the door? I was not ready for that. My guard was down. Pasta? And this one's for groceries section. Okay. Let's go put it in the groceries then. Guys, you know Canadians call pasta pasta? You guys know that? Isn't that kind of like concerning? Why does that look like a man over there? I don't like that. Looks like a figure, kind of. Here we go. That was pretty good. Dump this last one, and then I can open the store. And then we finally get customers? Yes. Okay. Oh, hell no. What is that about? Yeah, definitely don't like that. Okay. So we saw one creep already. Lock that, and let's open the store. Open for business. Your shift begins once you flip the sign, and customers will start arriving. During the day, you must sell enough products to meet the daily quota. Failing to meet the quota by the end of the shift will lead to horrifying consequences. All right, we won't have to worry about that, right, chat? Because we're good at our jobs. We're looking for that promotion. We want to be the manager one day, right? Oh my God, that scared me. Very immature of me. A manager would never get scared by their own doors. We got our first customer. Should I go out there and shake their hand? Should I just greet them? Or should I just wait? Like, act natural? How do you greet someone in a gas station? All right, I'll act natural. How's it going, ma'am? Welcome to the store. Let me know if you need anything, okay? If you need any chips, you need any, Why she look like that? Why do I feel like I'm playing Smile? Hold on. Turn this, I just, hold up. Oh my goodness, she is cheesing. She's happy about something. We got another customer. Operate register. Properly serving customers, earning a small percent. Okay. Giving incorrect change may upset the customer. Grab the item, swipe it past the scanner, and then release it over the bag. After scanning all the items, take the customer's payment. Then return. Okay, we've done this many, many times before, chat. It should be natural. See? Look at that. Thank you. All right. So I owe them... What do I owe? Oh. Received $2. Given $0.
Uh-huh.
Are you new here? I know every face in this town except yours. Yeah, today... Dude, they're both smiling. Look at them. Today's my first day. We have another customer coming in. Okay, line's gonna start. Wonderful. I come here nearly every day. I think we'll get along just fine.
Uh-huh.
Your predecessor once gave me the wrong change. I didn't say anything at the time, but I noticed.
Uh-huh.
Had to teach him a little lesson. A lesson? What kind of lesson?
Uh-huh.
lady. Punctured the fuel tank on the generator. He had to run around in the dark that day, poor guy.
Uh-huh.
Lady, please shut up, okay? Stop yapping as well. There's a line. Anyway, folks around here are friendly and full of smiles. You'll fit right in. Yep, noticed.
Uh-huh.
Well then, have a good shift. I'll stop by again sometime. The milk here is calm. I notice things like that. I notice everything. Okay, you're fucking weird. Goodbye. All right, next up. I don't like her either. I think I like her less than the first one. Thank you. Okay, how many do I... How much... Change? So $0 again. Okay, she didn't yap. Which is good. Oh, wow. Thank you for your service. Really appreciate it. How do you like it in here? I just started. Received $10. Okay, total $4. I have to give her $6. Easy. I love that. Fat nap. How you doing? All right. There we go. There we go. Okay. $6 again. All right. Guys, that was good. That was good. 4 of them. All right. Reach daily sales quota. Okay. Let's sponge the window, because things are getting kind of dirty around here. Not sure I like that. Ew, dude. Why are people walking in the snowstorm? They're really dedicated. Oh, God! What was that? Why is everyone so happy in this place? It's like too happy, right? Like I'm all for happiness and that whole thing. But there's a like what? Like you are not that happy, lady. You are not. That's the scariest thing I've ever seen. Dude, this guy's smiling too. All right. What if I give him the wrong amount of change? Will the smile go away on his face? What if I give him an extra $1? I don't know what just happened. Okay. Add a pack of cigarettes to that. Sure. Hey, someone's calling. Someone's calling. Hold on, lady. Give me a sec. Congratulations, you hit your first quota. How'd you know I finished the quota? Are you watching me? I'm not going to let him know I'm on him quite yet. That wasn't too hard. Looks like I've got a capable one on my hands. You made it through your first day shift. Now it's time for the night shift. Oh, God. You'll be using the security system on the computer to help you, but first you need to log in. The password is hell. Think you can remember that? Yeah. Good. Once you're in, look for the security cam. Okay, do that first. Make sure everything's working right. And don't forget to lock the staff doors before night hits. Okay. All right. That's all for now. Thank you. Thank you, sir. He's acting weird today. Whatever. Computer's at the register. Password is hell. Okay, is this nighttime right now? Oh my God. It is night. Okay. The computer lets you monitor the store via cameras and manage its various systems. First, log in your system. Then open the security cam program to check the store. Okay, let's do that. Security cam. Let's see if anything weird is happening. Hold on! Where is that happening? I'm seeing things. What are you looking at? What? I don't like her. All right, we're seeing things, chat. We're seeing things. It's fine. Dude, she is creepy, dude. All right, $1.
Uh-huh.
Didn't the register used to be against the other wall? I'm sure I paid over there last time. Sorry, it's my first day. I wouldn't know. I see. Maybe I'm mistaken. Still feels like the store has changed, though. The person behind you looks like exactly like you, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. All right, I won't bother you. Have a nice day. End conversation. Yep. Have a good one. Chips. Good choice. All right. $4. You have a good day now. Another pair of twins. Kind of weird. Okay. Yep. Have a good one. Oh, 2 bowls of cereal or two boxes of pasta cereal. All right. Okay. Reached the quota. Nice. I swear I just saw something over there. Why is it getting so dark? Close main door. Okay. So now what? We just have to clean up? Let me check the security cam again. Normal. Flip the sign? True. I can't. Maybe we have to clean first. Right. At night, you must maintain order and deal with the night visitors. Oh, God. Keeping things under control leads to a successful shift and a satisfied boss. Be careless or leave the store, and you won't live to regret it. Huh. Okay, so what do I do? How do I just have to wait for customers to show up? Let's have a look. Security camera systems on the computer. Okay. All right, this cam's clear. Cam 1, cam 2, clear. 3's clear. Okay, 4. We have a night visitor. Well, first of all, what's that sound? Second of all, hey, stop knocking. Some may come knocking after hours. Whether to open the door, that's on you. Read them right, and you'll get a reward. Management won't ask questions. Whoa, so we can screen them, basically. Make the wrong call, and something terrible will happen. Oh, shit, this is crazy. Greenhorn dropping 35 gifted subs total so far tonight. Greenhorn, you are unbelievable. Thank you. Let me get some dubs in the chat real quick before we continue. Stoneman also dropping 10 gifted. Thank you so much, guys. Like, I can't thank you enough, man. Greenhorn, that's a lot of love. Thank you, bro. Dubs, dubs, dubs. Okay. Talk to him. Hey, buddy, please let me in. Who's there? It's Colin. I'm a local. I was shopping here earlier, remember? You know what, chat? I do remember this bald guy. I think I do. Great, so you can let me in? There's weird noises out here. What are you doing here this late anyway? Why is he making these noises, though? Right, missed the last bus back to town. Next one's not till morning. Well, I'm not gonna let you sleep here. Let me in. I'll give you $30. There's a lot I can do with $30, I'll tell you. Yep. Come on in! Is he good? You good, bro? He doesn't look normal. The lights are flickering? Something wrong with the power? Hey. We have another one. Oh my god, no. Ball guy, I need some help here.
Get him a toe tag.
All right, listen, buddy. If we're deep in the shits, I need you to be my bodyguard, okay? You're bald. You're good at being a bodyguard. That's how it works. Ooh. I don't know about that laugh. Knock, knock. Who's there? You? Good one. What do you mean, you? You're outside. I'm inside. Okay, the hell is this? Open up. Don't make me wait. Yeah, I'm gonna say fuck off. Goodbye. What was that? Oh my god. Check the cameras. Anything? Nothing. Literally nothing. Oh my god, is it morning? Okay, he was normal then. He's good. Oh, chat, I don't know what the hell I was just dealing with right there. These sounds are crazy. Hide? So what, I go to bed now? But hold on, dude. I need to see what that... Like, who is crying back here? I feel like we have to restock shelves. Did you even clean? No, we have to clean. We have to clean and restock shelves. You're right. Good call. Completely forgot. Okay. That was really scary. Chat, type 1 if you thought the bald guy was about to attack me. Because I 100% believed the bald guy was about to, like, run at me, dude. I was ready for it, too. I don't know what I would have done. Okay, now let's restock. I'll leave the door open. There's no way somebody sneaks in. Okay, chips. Damn, dude. Here we go. Throw that away. But did you get your $30? I would hope so. Wait, that's actually a good question. Did I end up getting $30? he didn't pay? Oh, he could have been drunk. Confusion is setting in. That bird is the loudest. That's the loudest bird I've ever heard. All right. Stock this up again. Bum, bum, bum. You know what I hope they add? I hope they add, like, a little popping noise when you stock the shelves. Guys, thank you again for all the support tonight, man. It's been, like, actually really crazy. I appreciate it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to lock that. We're going to go out this side door. Unfortunately, I can't lock from the outside. So is somebody going to sneak in? Garage door too? I hope nobody gets in. All right. I can't even lock this one, dude. That's questionable. Okay. Good night. Cheers. Everyone make sure to hydrate. That scared me, kind of. Checkpoint saved. Starting the day with some good old snow shoveling. Oh. Literally, dude. Oh. I don't want to do that. Ew, snow shoveling. You know what the worst thing to do in the morning is, though? Scraping ice off your windshield. Shout out to anybody that's ever had to do that and go through that hell on Earth. In the morning, bro. Hate it. Hate it. And then, dude. Oh, my goodness. And then you're scraping off the snow and a little bit gets in your wrist. Oh! Wow. Okay. I should check the new stock and storage. Dude, we got new stock? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We go through here. Lock that up. I'm going to unlock this so I can go through quickly. Beautiful, chat. We are learning the game perfectly. Peanuts! Bakery mix. Oh, what is that? Like cake and stuff? Where do I put this? Bakery. Dude, we are about to be stocked up with everything. This is great. Anybody want a peanut? Where did peanuts go? Snacks? Where the hell do peanuts go? Bro, I filled the whole thing up with chips. Bro, shut up. Okay, we can open the store. We're fine. Sorry. We're good. Hey, you know what? We don't need peanuts. Who needs nut? Like, we're fine.
Let's get moving,
Oh, of course. Generator's dead. Perfect. Right. Generator's just magically dead. Of course it is. Huh. Out of fuel. Better grab a canister from storage. Okay.
Oh.
Why did he make that noise? Oh my god. Keep the generator up and running at all times. A working generator powers all. Yep. Okay. Cool. Let's refuel that. Wait. There we go. All right, is that it? Perfect. Start generator. Oh my god. Hey, and we are back. Back in business.
Huh?
Who is calling? Is it my boss again? What? Let me guess, generator. Generator died? Fuel ran out. Found a canister in storage. Let me guess, the tank's leaking again. Classic. Anyway, glad you figured it out. But if you don't want this to happen again, you'd better upgrade the generator. Check the computer. There's a program there called Shop++. This is how we're going to spend our hard-earned money, chat. We got to put it back into the business. That's horrible. I'm just an employee. I don't want to upgrade the business. I just want to pay my rent. You'll use it to upgrade store equipment. Comes out of your own wallet. That's actually psychotic. That's crazy. I'll cover part of the cost for your first upgrade. Called a welcome gift. Wait, I'm paying for maintenance now? Seriously? What did you expect? The current setup is good enough to get the job done. Everything else is strictly optional. Oh, so I don't have to technically upgrade it? All right, get moving. Time to upgrade the generator. What if I don't want to do that? What if that's not my plan? Okay. Lock the door. I guess we have to. Oh my god. Look at this. Upgrade your store features. Upgrade store features with personal funds in shop++.exe. EXE. Purchased upgrades activate immediately. That's cool. All right, we actually have to buy the generator. So let's do that. This one's $50, so we don't have enough for that yet. So now we can open. All right, bring on the customers. We are open for business. Let's see if we can see any coming. It's fine. It's a slow day. We're in the middle of nowhere, right? What do you expect? Oh, we got one. All right. Hey,